So hello friends, welcome you all for another interesting session. This session is exclusively because of the doubts or the confusions on interview process. It can be for any university. I'm giving from my observation and certain interviews and certain experiences along with the suggestions from friends. So even the application also you can use these tricks to prepare your application documents. So let's get into detail without further delay. So, how to be uh, how to be at winning side of interview or discussion for masters or PhD research. So it's like it's a little complicated for those who are just aspiring in the final year or pre-final years or even in the final years if you don't have any other interview experience. So I'm trying to make it short and quick so that you'll get some insights or some good suggestions so that will helpful for you in your application process. So basically this is I'm from my observation, and this is my personal observation or personal suggestions. So some places, if it is not fitting to you to the context, please excuse me. I hope I am assuming that it will fit for all the occasions because I'm giving a general good suggestions from my side. So let's get into more details. So first thing, so in any interview or application documents where you have an option to showcase your about you or content, this thing about your profile. So first thing is highlight, talk or highlight or how close your profile is relevant to the research or the professor or laboratory or university directly or indirectly. First thing you try to highlight that. If they ask questions, even though for the while answering, try to you remember this point and then answer the question so that it will be very helpful for them to judge or properly judge, or even you will be happy that you judge it properly instead of saying that we don't know how the evaluation happened and all evaluation of the selection process. Even now we don't know, but this may give you in a positive end. Definitely that's what our doubt or our what we call a suggestion. So second thing is connect. So connect the latest technologies, try to connect your knowledge or interest to it and the application of the same to proceed to the proposed research. So this is one of the best thing you have to do whenever you apply for any application or any scholarship or even application for PhD. So this is kind of SOP, we can say. In SOP or motivation, people ask, right? In there also you can use this concept, connect. So for this, actually you can connect directly with your research to the laboratory research or the professor research, but connecting with something in the current trend, let's say biomimicking or the nature inspired designs around or the environmental aspects, connecting through those things and your research, it will be very good for application. It will give you good weightage for your application. So you should definitely consider that. Then third one is propose to the real context and application. As I said in the second point, so try to propose your research to the immediate applications of the research or real world applications. So you try to dig. So for supporting this point or the second point, we are highlighting the regular innovations through biomimicking or nature inspired designs. We are going to make a series of videos where we'll be focusing on a wide variety of topics. So this is another interesting topic. Don't get confused when you see some other innovation which is not in your research. So the thing is that you can still connect with the process, how it goes, how they generated. You can know, you can get a what we call, it can brainstorm your thoughts. So that's how biomimicking is working. It is not just getting the solution for the particular problem, it's also giving the way how you can think in other problems also. So I have recently studied this biomimicking subject here in India at IIT Madras. So it is a very good course, or even the topics or the contents are very good actually. If you understand some problems, it will enable many problems how to solve. So that's the beauty of these nature inspired designs. So we'll be sharing at our best, not in detail as a subject wise, but as a objective oriented here for the supporting the interview or the application procedures. So I'll be sharing some more suggestions in the coming slides. Let's go ahead. The fourth point, show the aptitude or the tech research aptitude. Always in the entire discussion of the interview or the your application, try to keep it technical or research aptitude. You try to show either how much you're sound in the technical and the particular subject or the particular problem, and how good you are at research aptitude. If you don't find any technical relevance in the particular discussion or the particular question, try to showcase the research aptitude. The research aptitude requires the patience and the perseverance. Likewise, there are many good skills which is required for research. So you can highlight those skills of you if you don't find a technical relevance in the particular discussion or particular question. So some of my interviews or even other friends said the entire interview is completed before going for the personal discussion or the cultural discussion. By the time interview is over, we are like a surprise. What is the scenario? But we the total interview went a complete technical discussion, we can say. Even though there are some casual questions, but it has been answered in a technical way so that the person has selected. We have some the references for that. So so this biomimicking, as I said, there will be latest innovations every week, and every 2 weeks we'll be sharing. And even if you are interested, you are advised to study every regular intervals. And if you want, we can share the links personally. You can comment us. We'll be sharing those links where you can find these latest innovations. And if you don't have a time to read all the articles, because some of you may be bachelor's, pre-final or final year students, you may be not knowing how to read a paper in a short time or in a good sense. For that thing, we are just trying to showcase or highlight the necessary details, so you can follow us. That is also fine. So use the knowledge as up to date in the field of during in the field during the interview. So this will help your interview, like the professor or the interview panel, they may think that you are up to date. It definitely shows a positive note on your selection of the grades or the points. So that's why we would highly recommend focus on environmental aspects. Whatever is comes the solution as for the environment. Let's say pollution or the global warming or even water purification or water cleaning. Any kind of thing. It may not be directly the final component of the solution, but your research may be connected in indirect way. If you don't find this one, use the biomimicking topics and then use as a connecting as a bridge, and then try to connect in other applications. If at all, if you don't find any of these relevance, we are suggesting to focus on latest technologies, latest updates in your domain. That also will be good to showcase along with our discussion. So we have already shared the titles of latest technologies across all the divisions. So you can see that video, and we'll be trying to showcase that also in the coming videos one by one, as and when like I'll be relocating to some other locations in a few months. So I'll be sharing, and along with our friends, even some more international delegates. So keep following. Let's see some examples. Let's talk in details actually. So let's say you're giving an interview or the application for Japan or UK or Germany. Let's say any of these countries. Let's say like recently I had a discussion with a friend who was into food science and who is looking for master's course in other countries. So let's take all the points together, and let's connect this applicant. So the food science, the food science, you may have some so bachelor's means bachelor studies, you may not have much research experience. That is fine, but you will be having your domain knowledge well. So you can think of general awareness, like what is happening around the countries. So let's say these European countries or even some many countries, they will use many processed foods. Or I mean, they will not cook regularly. Sometimes they want all which can which can store long time. The techniques. So the food science expert, what I thought is that many countries will have demand. So how you will highlight? So you choose any country, and based on this one, you just propose some ways. And even the automobiles, some countries are good at automobile development, some countries are good at process developments. That's what I'm highlighting this university specific. In UK, if you say UK and USA, many process innovations or process updates we could see. That how you will understand. Maybe I'll make a separate video I like how to understand the latest technologies in the universities or the countries. So that I think it is a little lengthy, but I'll connect these points there. Please wait for some more days. And the laboratory or the research interests. So now we are connecting how to crack the interview, right? So in that one, so how to convince or win the interview means we have seen some points. Now you can refer the laboratory or the professor research interest and even connect. So while answering all these topics, just remember highlight, connect, propose to the real context, and show the aptitude. These are some of the best ways I could say in your application. You can take an analogy for all your what we call your applicants or your proposals for all the other institutes or other universities. Even you may be in different divisions, that doesn't concern as such. You can still take an analogy, and taking this analogy and using as a source of interest, I mean source of reference also, it's a little tricky. You should be habituated for that. So by practice, or maybe you can understand how you can I think we could make some video on that actually. Like many people are confusing, and we are recently I got a personal call saying asking for how you correlate your research and the proposal and the interview. So likewise, I think instead of saying particular to research, I could elaborate more. So hope I'll make that soon. So laboratory and research, and yeah, so likewise, like this Japan country may need more people. Nowadays, you could see they're hiring more people from IT backgrounds or the computer science backgrounds because of machine learning. You can say for all the countries, it is in effect. Even Japan, like European university specific projects. Some universities like the European Council or even in India, MHRD and Australia, America, even the research innovation hub for each country, they are sponsoring specific research to the particular university. So you can go through that and get a basic idea before talking for the interview. That will be very helpful, because overall from the university or from the country they have to represent some outcome. So indirectly everything might be connected if you can see properly. Like let's say if you want to make a machine or the pump, the components, the materials perspective will go to one university, or the process will go to another university, the analysis will go to some other university, the inspection will go to one more university. So likewise everything will be connected, but the connection is motor pump. Likewise you can see what is happening around. That is the best way to convince the interview, I could say. So I think it has been 10 minutes. Let me stop it here. So we'll bring forward some more videos in the coming days. Please follow and subscribe. The subscription will give some more boost for us. Please do subscribe. Wish you good luck. All the best.